Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and fortunately today, due to a happy mix of circumstances, I'm going to be able to do a sort of a bit of a comparison between some different figs, both homegrown and shop purchased. I wasn't planning to do this, but it just happened to work out this way, and I'm filming this on Sunday the 20th of October. And what has led to this is, coincidentally, I went out today and popped to the shops and found that they had some boxes of Black Mission figs, and part of this is to show just how bad shop bought figs can be, or normally are, compared to homegrown ones. And you can see it's quite a small fig. This is of Spanish origin. And I came home and went out into my garden and looked at my bagged figs that had survived the attacks by the pigeons and blackbirds, and found this fig here, which is off my large unknown fig tree, originally bought as Rouge de Bordeaux, but clearly isn't, and we haven't yet identified what it is. And then, out of the blue, my good friends from Tropical Gem, who live just down the road at South Woodford, contacted me and said, we've just picked a load of main crop figs off our outside tree and we'd like to drop some into you because we've got more than we can eat. And they dropped off these lovely figs here. Now, they're not too sure what the variety is. Obviously it is a light green fig, or sometimes considered to be a yellow fig, which will be with a sort of like, should be a honey beige interior. So I thought it'd be interesting to compare the figs, see what the various weights are like on them, what they're like inside, and possibly even check the sugar on the ones that we'll be able to. I think this is going to be too dry to do a sugar test on it, but at least we might be able to do that on the other varieties. This is my own homegrown one, and this is from Tropical Gem. So I thought the first thing we do is give them away. Turn the scales on. Now, this little Black Mission fig, very small, that is 1.3 ounces, 37 grams. Now we're trying the fig off my tree. That is 74 grams, 2.6 ounces. And finally, take one of these, this nice large one off theirs, and that is 3.7 ounces, 106 grams. Very good size figs. And when you think they're getting these figs, main crop figs, in the third week of October, that's very impressive. So what I thought we would do is cut these open one at a time, have a look, and if there's enough syrup or juice in them to do a Brix test using a refractometer, I'll check the sugar content as well on them. So let me pause the camera, flip it round, and we'll see what we can find. Okay, so welcome back. So the first one we're going to have a look at is the Black Mission fig. So let's cut this open. Very tough at the end, and I think you can see a lot of sap dripping from it, which tells you that fig is nowhere near ripe. And of course, once they've been picked, they're not going to ripen more anyway. So we'll have a look at the inside of it. Hopefully you can see that is a very, very dry fig. There's no juiciness in it at all. It's typical of shop bought figs here, picked much too prematurely from the tree, and once they get to that stage, there's not much you can do to improve them. This sort of fig for me is either ideal chopped up in perhaps muesli or cereals, or you could drizzle it with honey and put it under the grill and bake it under the grill for about 10 minutes, and that would probably help. So let's taste it. Yuck. You can see why people have tried figs in their lives and thought, yeah, I do not like figs. I mean, it's hard, the skin's like leather. We've been through this before with the Birka figs. Black Mission should be a lovely, sweet, probably berry fig. It's a struggle to eat it. Now, I picked this one off my own tree today. I'm sure that's going to be considerably better. There's no sap coming out the ends when I've cut the end off. Let's have a look inside and see if mine's better than that. It's got to be better than that, even at this time of the year. And the answer is, look at that. Absolutely no comparison. It's juicy, has got a little bit of syrup inside mine. The weather's been very wet and cold, so it's not ideal to get the syrup out, but I'm just going to see if I can manage to get some syrup out of it, enough to put onto, to get onto the Brixometer. Not easy to do this refractometer, because the problem is it has seeds in it, and once it's got seeds in it, it's very hard to squash it onto the refractometer. I'll see if I can get a sugar reading on it. That's got a reading of about, the Brix of about 18 on that one, 17 to 18. So let's taste it, see what my one's like. No comparison. Way, way better than that dreadful shop bought fig. Quite a mild flavour. It's not a strong fig because there's just been no heat at all, apart from, well, maybe one day this week. So it's not developing that sort of berry flavour, tends to be typical of figs. And let's try this light green one, and we'll compare the two side by side. Let's cut this open. Let's compare the insides of them for you. See the difference in colour between the skin and the inside. This is a pale sort of pinky beige. This is much more of a purple looking fig. It's not brown turkey, of course. So let's see if I can get some of the syrup out of this one, which might be a bit easier, hopefully without seeds. Again, not easy to get it. You need the juice without the seeds, because the seeds stop the refractometer working properly. Let's see if I can wipe a bit more of the juice onto it, and let's see what this unknown variety green one is. 20. It's got a Brix reading of 20, so that's the best of the three. It's probably a much bigger tree than mine and in a much more sunny position. So let's try this fig, see what it tastes like. Look at that syrup in the middle. Just a joy to eat. Very sweet, juicy, berry taste. What a lovely fig. I suspect not as strong a taste as it would be in if it was a main crop, and obviously if we'd had some warm weather, not as nice as you'd expect, but nevertheless it gives you an indication of just how nice, if we'd had hot sweet weather, just how nice, hot sunny weather, how nice these figs would be. But I said that one's got, as I said, a Brix of about 17 to 18, and this one's 20, which for October I reckon is pretty incredible. Very nice and well worth doing the tasting for you. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Got a few more of these to eat still. Really appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up. Welcome to share the video if that's of any interest to you, to share it. Please subscribe to my channel. Remember, you've got to click on the bell to get updates on new videos when they come out. I'll see you all soon. Brett out for now.